Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has inaugurated Dakars SAN as chairman of the Nigeria Law Reform Commission. President Tinubu also swore in Uchenna Eugene Okolocha as commissioner of the commission. The inauguration was held at the council chambers of the State House in Abuja shortly before the commencement of the Federal Executive Council meeting. In July, the Senate confirmed the appointment of Dakars as chairman of the Nigeria Law Reform Commission and Okolocha as commissioner representing the South-South in the commission. The Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, chaired by Senator Adeniyi Adegbomire, Ondo Central, stated that Dakars and Okolocha met all legal and professional requirements, possessed the requisite experience and integrity, and faced no petitions or adverse security reports. The Nigerian Law Reform Commission keeps under review all federal laws with a view to their systematic development and reform in consonance with prevailing norms of the Nigerian society. Speaking to journalists after his inauguration, Dakars reiterated the Commission's commitment to overhauling Nigeria's legal framework by reforming and deleting obsolete laws that no longer serve the country's needs. He assured Nigerians that the Commission will prioritize removing outdated legislation to ensure the legal system reflects current social, economic, and political realities. He added that the reform agenda will be pursued in close collaboration with the National Assembly and the Executive to restore public confidence in Nigeria's laws and governance. In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has announced plans for Nigeria's first ever national industrial manpower development policy, saying the country's greatest asset lies in its people rather than its natural resources. He pointed to the urgent need to bridge the gap between educational output and industry requirements to unlock Nigeria's economic potential. Speaking at the opening of the National Industrial Manpower Summit NIMS 2025 at the State House Conference Center, Abuja, the president, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, said the country must urgently invest in its citizens or risk dire consequences.
And employers, industry must help shape curricula. Graduates must emerge with both theoretical knowledge and hands-on experience. We can only guarantee this where there is reliable data. That is why we must prioritize an industrial skills database to guide our industry-led apprenticeship programs and sector-specific manpower development roadmaps. We cannot achieve this without formidable partnerships and alliances. We must count on agencies such as the Industrial Training Fund, the Nigeria Social Investment Insurance Trust Fund, the Bank of Industry, and others to align their interventions. The private sector must not only participate, but take ownership of workforce development initiatives.
The National Industrial Manpower Summit, for me, it's not just a ceremony. It's not just another line in the calendar of events. For me, and I think for all of us, it is a crossroads where Nigeria elects whether to remain as a nation of vast potentials, often admired but underrealized, or whether our country is ready to step forward as a nation whose productivity matches its promise.
To achieve this ambition, we are building a firm foundation of domestic support, benefication of our local raw materials, developing the skills, talent, and innovation ecosystem that will power our transformation to our $1 trillion economy. In the spirit of the Nigeria First policy, we are on a deliberate push towards economic sovereignty, local value creation, and national prosperity. This means prioritizing domestic production, reducing import dependency, deepening value chains, equipping our youth for global competitiveness, and building resilience from within.
Earlier, the Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Owan Eno, said the summit is a testament to President Tinubu's all-encompassing leadership, adding that it is very intentional of him to appoint the first senior special assistant on industrial training and development. Also, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, said national manpower is a key ingredient for attracting and retaining domestic investment for industrialization to accelerate Nigeria's economic development.